Hey, hey, hey. Tamara here. Have you ever wondered what I mean when I say you are the brand, you are the content, you are the algorithm? Well, I decided to make a series of videos to break that down so that you can easily understand it, because my goal is to help as many women, mamas and grandmas, be able to be at home and work from home, making money while they take care of their babies or their glam babies, because it's something that I've been afforded the ability to do thanks to my decision to leave a job that I hated and go full-time and bet on myself and monetize my knowledge, my expertise, my experience, my skill sets, and ultimately my life. My firm belief is that there has never been an easier time in history than it is right now to get started online and free yourself from having to work a traditional job and do what everybody else says you have to or need to do with your life without any money down. You can use your iPhone, your Android. You can use free tools and websites like ChatGPT, Google Docs, Facebook, and what you already know, the way you already live your life, and monetize that and be able to live a very comfortable life. And it doesn't take any money to get started, and you can get started as quickly as possible, and you can get started while you are working your job. Okay. And so what makes me qualified to talk about this is I've been doing this since 2013, and this is all I've done since 2015, when I got really sick and tired of a job that I hated and called it quits, and just, like I said, went in all on myself. Okay. So the whole premise of everything that I do is that you are the brand, you are the content, you are the algorithm. Each one of us in the digital age, in the age that we're in now, the AI age, the meta age, whatever they're calling it these days, is our own brand. Okay. People are going to connect with you when you are vulnerable, when you are authentic, when you are your truest self and you show up online, right? A lot of us know how to be our truest self. We just feel like when we get online, we need to be someone else. We need to be perfect. We need to be this. And I can tell you from experience that the people that I look to serve, the people that I connect with the most, they understand that I'm not perfect. They understand that things happen, especially during live video, and they're very forgiving and understanding because of the value that I bring. And trust me, value can be entertainment value, right? Some of y'all are very funny. That's not my ministry. Some of y'all are very great singers. Some of you have a lot of talents that other people don't have, and that may be what you want to leverage, right? You may also have talent in the kitchen. You may have talent at crafting and do it yourself. And all of these are things that you can monetize, but they're not the only thing that you can monetize. And so the brand doesn't mean you have to do one thing and one thing only. It means you do whatever it is that makes you you. You open yourself up, you share yourself and your story, your experiences, the products and services that you love with the world. Now that doesn't mean they get 100% of you, right? You get to decide what you share and what you don't share, and how much of what you share when you share it. For example, you'll never see me get on and be crying. That's not going to happen. That's just not my style. That's not my brand. That's not my story. I'm just not that person, right? Now, sometimes do I get emotional when I talk about certain things, especially my grandchildren? Absolutely. But being the brand just means that you are vulnerable, but I only like to share things once the scab, the sore, has started to heal, so that I'm not on camera crying, right? And you don't have to share all of the details. You can share the executive summary. That's okay. You can give the highlight reel, but you don't have to share everything. So you are the brand. It is all about the business of you. That's why I say that you are the business of you. Your life is the business of you. And we are seeing more and more of this. I will also tell you, if you think that you have to have 1 million followers to do this, you don't. I've never had more than 100,000 followers, and that's across multiple platforms, okay? You do not have to have millions of followers or even hundreds of thousands of followers to do this. You can monetize. I made my first dollar on Instagram with less than 300 followers, okay? And I made more than $1, okay? So you don't have to have hundreds and thousands of followers. The larger your following is, you know, in theory, the more money you can potentially make, but there's still no limit on having just 300 followers. I know people who have just a few thousand followers who make a lot more money than people who have millions of followers, but that's because they've diversified their business and they also have networks and things that they deploy offline as well. So it's entirely up to you how you design it. I tend to focus on the online space though, because that's my jam. That's how I like to do it. I'm just not really into the whole brick and mortar and the franchise fees and all those other things. It's really for me about being able to work from wherever I am, and that means just being able to have access to a Wi-Fi and use my iPhone, my iPad, or my expensive MacBook Pro. I don't go anywhere without that thing, but I won't take it to the beach because I don't want sand in it. It's always weird to me when people show pictures of that, and I've been guilty. But you are the brand, right? So sharing yourself, sharing your life, sharing those things that you know very well. One of the mistakes I see people make when they get online is they feel that they have to master something before they begin to share it and monetize it. And you don't have to master it. You don't have to go out and learn something new, is basically what I'm trying to say. You can and should begin with things that you already know. Okay? Let those fund your desire to learn new things, and then you share those. But the easiest place to begin is with things that you already know. For example, I have a sister who has a master's degree in HR. She's worked in HR for nearly 30 years, right? It's been her career, and she's been very successful at it. So she could take pieces of what she does in HR that she enjoys the most, and she can become a consultant. For example, you see a lot of people on TikTok sharing resume tips, basically how to get hired. And they usually are people who were hiring managers, right? So if you worked as a hiring manager, you can begin to share inside information of what the process looks like from what the hiring manager is looking at, and you can monetize that. You can do resume writing. You can do resume writing workshops. You can create resume writing digital products such as ebooks, courses, and workshops, boot camps, right? To help people and serve people, okay? That is another huge part of what I teach and preach, right? And that is that you have to have a servant's heart. If you are not coming from a place of service, you're going to struggle, okay? Because number one, I believe when you come from a place of service, that is inextricably intertwined with, say that 2 times, with the customer experience. And if you are not serving, you don't care about the customer experience. And when you don't care about the customer experience, that is when you have problems such as returns, refunds, bad reputation, just blasted all over social media and all other kinds of things, right? So you want to lead with a servant's heart. And that's why your passion can be important, but you don't have to start with your passion. I know some people have hesitation there, and rightfully so. And sometimes your passion does not make you money. Because I see a lot of people who are passionpreneurs, but they're not making any money because they don't have an offer that people actually find value in and that people are willing to pay for, because that's how you know if it's has value or not, right? If it enhances someone's life by saving them time, making them money, educating them, and they want to monetize that, then there is value. They don't even have to want to monetize it. If you just help people, like I said, save them time, make money, or alleviate some other pain point in their life, they will find value in it. And like I said, that can be entertainment. A lot of people these days, they need to smile, they need to laugh, and there's just not enough going on in their personal life or their personal circle that makes them do it. You know, yesterday, a whole lot of people spent a whole lot of time watching a certain video that went viral. I'm not going to say what it was or what it was even about, but you know, a lot of people, and I saw that sentiment everywhere. I didn't even know I needed this laugh. I didn't know I needed this, right? And so that is where you are providing value. Okay, so remember, you are the brand, you are the brand, you are the content, you are the algorithm. In my next video, I'm going to talk to you about you being the content and how to develop a very simple content strategy around you being the brand. If you have any questions, please hit me up in my DM, and know that you can download my free workbook on how to I'm sorry, I'm getting a little distracted here. The secret to winning at Pinterest when you are short on time, because I work with a lot of busy mamas. Okay, so I'm just going to recap because we had a few more people join us quickly. What we're talking about today is you are the brand and what that means. And in simple terms, you are the brand simply means you are monetizing your knowledge, your skills, your expertise, your experience, and your life, right? So I gave the example of if you are in HR and you are a hiring manager looking to get out of a soul-sucking corporate job, or you're tired of constantly facing massive layoffs and your income and livelihood and ability to take care of your family financially, and that goes for married women too, not just single women, you may want to consider starting your plan B now, which is monetizing what you already know and have. Okay, so that skill set. If you are a hiring manager, you know the inside and out of several companies, usually, of how to get hired, because you were the person who hired, and that company usually has protocols in place of how they hire, and people are selling that information by first giving away free value in the form of short form video over on TikTok, and then they monetize it with digital products like ebooks, courses, webinars, workshops, boot camps, right? You can also monetize it through one-on-one coaching. You can also monetize it through services such as resume writing services, right? Mock interviews, helping them prepare for the interview. There was a time when I actually would have considered doing something like that, even though I'm not in HR, because I always knew how to go in and what preparation to do to go in and kill interview, right? I knew what information to put on my resume to even get the call back to get the interview, right? I knew how to get the second interview because I am inherently a salesperson. Now, I don't feel as confident in that anymore because your girl has not had to apply for a job in quite some time. Your girl does not work a traditional job, so I'm clueless on that. So that's part of the reason I can't even go back, because I don't even know how to do that anymore, right? I don't even know how to do that anymore. So you are the brand, right? You are the brand, you are the content, you are the algorithm, and never, ever in history has it been as easy to monetize your life, right? Never, ever in history has it been as easy to make I won't use the word significant, I will say meaningful income, and without having to work 60, 50, 40 hours a week. You can do it with free things like Facebook, Pinterest, ChatGPT, other AI websites like Google Docs, Google Sheets, Canva, to create digital products, right? So never ever in history has it been as easy as it is now to be able to make a meaningful income in a short period of time without zero capital, without any starting costs, without having to buy real estate, without having to rent, without having to sign, franchise agreements and all of this. You can literally get started today, right? Doesn't mean you make your first dollar today, but you could literally get started today with the process that I teach, for example, in Pin Profits Mastery. And like I said, you can download the free workbook, The Secret to Winning at Pinterest When You're Short on Time, and it comes with a video training as well. It's completely free, and I will get that link in my bio, but you can also text me at 414-404-6040 and I will share that with you. Pinterest is a great platform for beginners in monetization because it is a search engine and it's not purely social, so people are there actually looking for certain things. And affiliate marketing as a subject matter as well as a method of monetization does very well over on Pinterest. And a lot of what I teach in the course, Pin Profits Mastery, actually can be applied to TikTok. It can be applied to Facebook. It can be applied to YouTube. Now, it's not the be-all, end-all for those platforms, but there is a lot of crossover in what I teach, and I know no one else is teaching it the way that I do, because they don't know all the things that I know, because I've worked very closely with Pinterest over probably 2 or 3 years now. I've been in different programs and cohorts and things with them. So at one point I had 3 million monthly views on Pinterest. It's been my fastest growing platform since 2018, 2019, and short form video has been a huge part of that. And that's why I created this course, because I'm the brand, I'm the content, I am the algorithm, right? And so I can't wait to come back and talk to you about you being the content and you being the algorithm. So make sure that you are following or you subscribe, depending on which platform you're watching this on, so that you can catch those other 2 parts. Again, my name is Tamara Hamilton, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Thank you.